This is A Who All Gonna Be Their podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to A Who All Gonna Be Their podcast, the place where you get to become an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat. This is season 5, episode 3. I'm Kiki. We have Eric and Tracy.
And the one and only.
And the one and only. Tracy J in the room today.
You know what it is. The OG.
How's it going? What is Eric muted and singing his heart out right now?
Yes, I was in worship. I was singing
Hallelujah.
Something
Shabbat.
Has to Break by Kiki shared and Tasha Cobbs.
Tasha Cobbs.
I don't think I've heard that, sir.
Holy Spirit move when you have your way. Something has to break.
Okay.
Come on, vocals.
Yes. But I haven't heard it, but you sound amazing.
Thank you. It's good. That song, you want to go to the throne?
That'll take you there?
Yeah.
Take me
to the King.
Come on. Lord. Every time we say something, we're going to start another song, child.
I know.
I don't know. We need to be a concert or a podcast. We need to be a band.
Listen.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Our viewers and listeners, we are covering this season. We're covering Survivor 43. And before we jump into that, we have a couple things to discuss. What's everybody watching, first of all? Outside of Survivor 43, what's on your plate?
I have go ahead, Eric. What you been watching?
Oh, I was gonna say Tracy and I have been watching Reasonable Doubt. It's a new show and it's put on by the Simpson Street by Kerry Washington. That's her production company. And it is great.
Shout out to Kerry Washington.
Tracy, I'll let Tracy take over.
I only got one issue with this show right now.
It's her wig, ain't it?
Makes me mad.
It's her hair.
I be want to call her Wiggy.
Oh,
why she got that wig and she be flat ironing? I be like, sis, what do you put it on the table? What you doing all that for?
She make all this money.
And I'm like, Carrie, you over this show. You supposed to be producer of this show. Now I know this girl wig is not wigging right.
Because
like,
when
either
it's natural,
let her rock her natural hair,
which is cute when she does it,
or get her a fresh wig. Bro, I bought me a fire wig off Amazon. I know y'all got the budget. Like you can go on TikTok and Google Amazon wigs, and I promise you're gonna get you some fire wigs, bro.
Because it's giving B.O.B., so we calling you Bob.
It's giving very much Tyler Perry.
Ooh, specifically a Fall from Grace, Tyler Perry. How did do on a Fall from Grace? Yes,
and it's real short. Like it ain't got no hang time. It's not cute.
It ain't no spin to it.
Look, it don't got no body. It don't move.
I need to watch the show.
Be like this.
It goes with her.
But the show is great. I really expected this to be like, I thought it was like a show off ABC. Like I looked at it and I thought it was like a How to Get Away with Murder, like Grey's Anatomy. And then when they started, like, she was kind of talking kind of crazy. I said, oh, wait, y'all showing this on network TV? They get a little nasty in the show. And if y'all don't know nothing by now, y'all know I like a little nasty. So it was interesting.
What station
and
is
it's messy. It's on Hulu.
Hulu, okay.
And there are 3 episodes out. Michael Ealy is in it. What's the husband name?
Derek. Oh, I don't know the husband.
I can't remember the real husband name, but he,
An old dude from Say the Last Name.
He fine. Who from Say the Last Name?
Derek, the client, the rich man.
That is him, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Show is.
I wish I could join in and talk about Reasonable Doubt.
Well, she could. She would listen.
We've been told you to watch it, but it's great.
Kiki, show for our viewers. Show there's a piece of paper on your desk. Could you lift it up?
I have it on here. I don't know if y'all
blurred
can see. Reasonable Doubt on Hulu. What's on this list?
Say on there. Pick up bread.
I hold up list. What else y'all? I done held up my business.
Oh, we didn't even see it. It went blurry.
I don't know what's on here. It ain't nothing deep.
Oh, okay. She probably got something nasty on there.
No. What else? I mean, is this the only show y'all on?
I actually just started not rewatching because I only seen like 2 episodes, but Daredevil. The streets is saying I'm a Marvel fan, y'all. Eric a fake Marvel fan, but we're gonna get to that.
I'm a fake Marvel
hold
fan.
on, he fake. He fake. And he actually, spoiler alert, if y'all ain't seen it yet, the episode already out, so whatever. Daredevil shows up in She-Hulk. And so everybody get pumped every time he come on screen. This second time, I'm like, why everybody so pumped? So I finally went back and watched it. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I got hooked. Daredevil is pretty good. Came out years ago. And I'm getting into it. But since we are on talking about Marvel, I need everybody to know that Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, tickets are out. Please go get your tickets. Please support this.
Oh, we can book them now.
Yes, baby.
Okay.
I got my tickets the morning of, but I have a problem. Okay. Y'all know, because I be messaging y'all every single time when tickets are coming. When Spider-Man come, I was like, y'all, I was in line waiting.
A month
at the AMC line. We knew the day ahead of time. When like Avengers came out, I knew when they was dropping the tickets for then. Mm-hmm. When Doctor Strange popped out, we got a release date for when those tickets drop. Why we ain't getting a release date for Wakanda Forever?
Ooh. Not that trying to handle the sales. I'm
mad because I went on the Twitter and I said, okay, now y'all know I be ahead of the Marvel game. My boyfriend got me in the Marvel, so I'm like in it now. Like we go together now. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be stalking the Marvel news. Mm-hmm. And I went back on the Twitter and I was like, why they didn't give a heads up and say, hey, on October so-and-so tickets are dropping. Why is that? Why y'all not advertising Wakanda Forever like that?
Not they're trying to sabotage our sales.
It seems like it, Eric. And I was really upset about that. And I spent like 30 minutes going through like articles, Googling, see if somebody said something before time. Nothing.
I do that.
They trying to Beyonce drop it in the middle of the night. Like, no, you can't do that.
Late in the midnight hour. Listen. We gonna drop those tickets.
The way I got my tickets, didn't have to wait. I was the first, I got me and my boyfriend tickets. We were the first two seats in the theater. And they had dropped an hour before on Twitter. And I was
You're kidding.
Yeah, y'all ain't said nothing. But so y'all please go get y'all tickets. Support this Black production.
Oh, they'll show out. So no matter what they do, we're gonna show out. But I will say I'm not getting no pre-tickets. I never do.
You said what?
He never gets free tickets.
Yeah, because you a fake Marvel fan.
I'm not, because I normally don't see the movie 2 days before. So
hold on. Eric has not seen Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, correct?
Hasn't seen, refuses to see.
So hasn't seen. Have you seen any of the Ant-Mans? Neither of the Ant-Mans. There's 2 Ant-Mans.
And what only else? Civil War of Captain America. So I didn't watch the first 2 Captain Americas either.
Okay, the first Captain America.
I didn't watch the first or second one.
I give you that one. It was definitely dry in the beginning. That was the very first Marvel film they dropped. If I'm not mistaken. So I give you that one, maybe.
Oh, dry to me.
So that's 6 films you ain't seen?
Yeah. I've seen pretty much everything else. Okay, but I've seen the television shows. Can we talk about how you have refused to watch Ms. Marvel or She-Hulk?
I told you I watched it. I caught up on She-Hulk today, actually.
Okay, but
damn. And Ms. Marvel, I've seen 3 of those episodes.
And she got 3 more for you to go watch.
And how many times have you put on Ant-Man and Captain America 2? Have you given them a chance? I've given chances, and Mrs. Marvel was trash. So I might go and finish it before Marvel comes out, because I know it does lead into the story. No,
don't be xenophobic.
No, it was just kiddie, and like I'm almost 40, bro.
It was kiddie,
and that's what I couldn't get into. But
it gets
I'll
deeper.
Probably go back to it.
It got deeper, and I really appreciate it. I thought it was really good. But going back to your question, no, so I did not give Iron Man, didn't care for Iron Man, do not care for Iron Man, will not ever be watching Iron Man 1, 2, or 3, will not be watching any of the Captain Americas, don't care for Captain America. Wow. I did try Ant-Man, and I am going to watch it eventually because I know the new one is coming out soon. It was on bootleg. I had Ant-Man on bootleg, and I tried to watch it multiple times and still couldn't get through it. This was before Disney. Well, now it's on Disney Plus. This was before Netflix. I had it on the CD when we were still watching stuff from CDs, and it was bootleg, and I just could not. Maybe it was because of quality, but so I'll see.
Yeah, because I'll turn it off because I'm bougie when it comes to my movies and TV now. Like I used to be in that bootleg era. You know what I'm saying? When I was down in the trenches with the real niggas, but now I'm elevated. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm with the bougie niggas. So I
What
need
happened?
HD 4K.
What happened to our CD guys that be hanging out? They had
Right.
the hoes in
Baby,
front.
you go to a restaurant, get you a fish plate, and then you got somebody like, hey, bro, got
All
that
these
new
movies.
Batman.
Right. I got this
Shoot,
new
what else you got? And then you gonna get some kind of black play. Oh yeah,
Yes.
you know
all the
that's
Medeas.
when I first
Look,
got the
all of the
Medeas.
Medeas.
Baby, I need to go to my mama's house right now. I can bring y'all 50 CDs that don't even have a name on them, and it just clear CDs.
Listen,
You gotta put
you
them in
had
the deck to find out what it is.
and they be selling you all type of movies you ain't never even heard of.
And half of them be
Yeah,
good
man.
though.
They
You
do
be like,
good.
oh, where this come from?
They
Don't
do
know
be good.
none of the actors. My mom be like, yeah, give me that one. That one sound good. I'm like, man, that one sound good. Get home. Ooh, let me put this on.
I
Yes,
will
I
say back to Marvel real quick. When you guys cover any Marvel, if you may,
Yep.
I'll be a fly on the wall.
Don't you wish that you can
But
be
I will be
Kiki.
watching Black Panther though, so I will be a part of.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
be a part of that
And
discussion.
you watched the
watch
first
that.
Black Panther?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Real quick, before we wrapping up this mark, because I know Kiki, you had some thoughts before we started that you wanted to
Yeah.
get into.
Mhm.
Y'all seen the drop for the Black Panther? They were dropping scene clips, and Namor was all up in Queen Ramonda's face like that. I ain't like that.
What a
Y'all
minute.
didn't see that?
I didn't see
Angela Bassett, Queen Ramonda, and Namor, the villain dude from the
Yeah,
ocean.
baby, he
in her
rolled
face.
up on her like, do you know
Ooh.
do you know who face you
Like, you are in the Queen's face. Back up.
Listen, Queen Bassett to you,
Shoot.
Right.
sir.
So we
I can't wait for him to get his behind whoop.
He need to.
So
But-
what I wanted to
go ahead.
mention real quick, y'all, is so I've been watching I'm always drawn to reality shows with competition shows, like cooking shows, makeup shows, fashion shows, or whatever, right?
Mhm.
I need to know, Eric, you may already know, is there a study for shows, just reality shows, period? Some scholars out there, if you're doing something, maybe or whatever, but shows that are out and people of color, well, particularly Black people being on the chopping block the first week. I know we experienced it in Big Brother. I know we experienced it in Survivor, and I'm sure we'll talk about that. But is there some study or something out there? Because I'm like, in cooking shows, we know we could cook. Why we always on the chopping block first?
No, make
Like
no
on the
sense.
show Chopped.
Like on Hell's Kitchen, they do it on Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah,
Master Chef.
All these different shows. I'm like, dang, and first of all, it don't be hardly none of us in there. And
We be in there scattered.
yeah,
One
it
or
will
two.
be a few of us, and we be in the bottom. I just don't
Mhm.
understand. Every time we could cook, but we in the bottom.
Yeah, it don't make no sense because they
We
not
taught
used
the world
to
how to cook, and
because
we at
they
the
not
bottom.
used to some of these chefs and people are just not used to flavor kicking them in their mouth like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's something.
Like that. Ooh, what is that? Yeah, less flavor, sir.
Mhm.
That's what that is.
Look,
It's so funny. Go ahead.
with the exception of music shows. Usually I can't say that we're always the first people to go.
But no, but they save us to the middle and chop us up right before the end.
Look,
Yep.
as soon as we go live,
Yep.
Yeah, when we go live, we don't make it too far into the live version.
It's very
so we
true.
cut in the middle, right at the most important part of the show. Hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't know. Those of you who are watching or who are listening, at me at a Kiki on an article, something. Take me somewhere so I can see, because I'm so fascinated by this, because it's happening every show I watch, every
And
reality show I watch.
It's wild because it's like it's even not even just within reality, and obviously I know this is what we're talking about. Even like in the movies, like when we the first ones to die, it's like we the first one out everywhere we go, even whether it's scripted or unscripted.
It don't make no doggone sense.
And it's always like that's been something like even younger growing up. I love competition shows too, Kiki.
Mhm.
And so seeing different things, I'm like always. And back then, I didn't know nothing about no diversity, inclusion, and representation, and all. I just know I seen a couple Black people. I'm like, okay, Black folks. Oh, they gone. Well,
No.
I got a root for the, well, I like this girl over here.
And look,
so for me,
even in like even in like stories, it don't even fit like Black personality. You're like, what is this? That's not what we do. What is going on?
And so for me, it's like once the Black people go, it's like, oh well, I just gotta find me a woman to root for then. So for me, it's
Yeah.
the black folks and then a woman.
Yeah.
That's
No,
just
for
how
real,
it
because
goes.
we want
That's
the
how it be.
minorities to be fully represented throughout the
Mhm.
season or throughout the whatever. And so it doesn't feel good when we're always the first to go
Mhm.
on all of these different platforms and shows.
No, because it's like we don't ever get a chance, and you be looking back and like, no, I know they couldn't have been the worst, because
Yeah.
especially I know editing chops and screws stuff up, but based on what we be seeing from other people, it's be like, now you know they food. Look at how they food looks.
Like, you gotta make it make
So,
sense. Come
or
on.
in pageant stuff, like I used to watch America's Next Top Model
Yes.
back in the day.
Yes.
Now you know her picture don't look no near better than her picture.
Like, are we looking at the same picture?
Right.
Is this an edit? Who is it? No.
So it's like it was always something. I'm just like, dang, we can't win nothing.
Mm-mm.
There has to be a study on this. I'm gonna look for it, even if I got to go do my own research.
You know what?
I'm gonna look for it.
There's a new show coming out. Oh, tomorrow. Actually, The Mole.
Yes,
It
I'm
used
excited
to come
about that.
on. It used to come on back in the Gap, back when I was a child. I remember I never really got into it because it came on when I was real young.
Mm-hmm.
But I hear it's good.
I'm gonna watch
I
it.
remember watching the old one back, like it was on Netflix or something. I remember watching it back, and I'm like, "Oh, this is cool." I don't think I stayed long enough to find out who the mole was, but I stayed long enough to understand the concept of the show.
So the concept, pretty much, tell me if I'm wrong or right, is they just trying to figure out who the snitch is, pretty much.
Basically, yeah. So they go through
Does it
missions throughout the
change, or is one mole?
One mole is already identified at the beginning.
The mole better not be black.
I would like to know. Well, listen, hey, let them be black, because
wait, do the
I
mole
would
get
like
extra money or something?
It's the mole versus them. If they can't guess the mole wins.
Oh,
so
okay.
I would like to know the rate of how out of the first, because there's 5 regular seasons of the old version, and I would like to know how many of those seasons did the mole win, because the mole has a successful win
I bet
rate.
you the mole won black and then one of them seasons.
And basically, Two Trees, the mole is sabotaging throughout. So kind of like
Snake
in the grass.
I would like Snake in the Grass, but
yeah.
Sounds more interesting.
Yeah, no, I ain't watch it.
So there's sabotages, and so every week or so they get a quiz and to try to guess who the mole is.
It's kind of like too with Who Done It. Did y'all ever watch that when they came on? Who Done It? Where they getting killed in the house and they don't know who the murderer is. It's kind of like it's Who Done It. So each time somebody gets killed and they got to figure out who the killer is based on clues, and they try to guess, and if they get it wrong, somebody's dying each episode. Yeah. It was really neat.
Heard that one.
It was good back in the day.
Tomorrow though, I'm tuning into the
I'm
mole.
gonna watch it
after I start Reasonable Doubt.
Because I was getting ready to say you better not start another anything. Nothing.
Listen,
Doubt, I'll get on
and Eric is gonna start Grey's Anatomy.
I'm not, y'all. Okay, on the record, before we get into our Survivor conversation, Tracy and Reese have been trying to get me to watch this raggedy show called Grey's Anatomy.
It's not raggedy.
Why could be raggedy?
42 seasons with 69.
It is 1,900
episodes per
season. It is a lot of episodes. It's like 20 plus episodes, like 20.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not watching that show.
No, the first like 10, 12 seasons is like it. But I will say the new season premiere started tonight, and there's a new intern, and she black, and I'm kind of rooting for her. I usually hate the new interns, like all of them.
How is Bailey?
But Bailey quit. Oh, spoiler alert. Bailey, well, look, spoiler alert. You look, you might forget because you ain't gonna find out until you get to episode 437. She quit, but I think she coming back. But she showed up today like, I was on vacation. She coming back, child. That's what I like. But I do think they're gonna finally get rid of Grey's Anatomy after season 20. It's about time, babe. It's just because I've watched it for so long, and now the storylines is like nothing's topping it. So now when they do like the season finale, I'll be like, oh, like when you see the infamous like Plane episode or the Derek episode or the O'Malley episode, like nothing's topped that. And what Grey's Anatomy's history does is like they'll have you like, like you be feeling like these people in real life, and you be balling like. And TV show hasn't done that in a while for me. But they just haven't been able to top those episodes for me yet. But it's still entertaining enough to keep me hooked on it. But it's definitely not as entertaining as it used to be, but it's entertaining enough, I'll say. But I recommend it. But anyways, what's up with Survivor? You know why we here. I'm gonna need you to unmute first.
Over here talking about something. Listen.
Oh
Oh
my god.
my god. So Survivor. We kind of mentioned it last week, and I'm sure we got a new listener there. I'm trying to pull up their Twitter name because I told them that we mentioned. The same thing. Hold on, give me 2.3 seconds to pull it up to recognize our new follower. Is his @name is Alaskan Bullworms, Eldritch Abomination. We mentioned
Bullworms.
we mentioned on the timeline how Survivor is just not giving. It's lackluster. There's no life, and it's dry and dragging.
Very much so.
And
comatose is what I am by the end of the episode.
Please, no.
I'm not gonna lie. If we want covering this for our job here, I would wait and binge it.
Yeah,
that's how I'm feeling right now. Like I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna just wait and see how the season goes.
But you know what? Based on past seasons that we've seen, even the more recent ones, this will be a hard binge, honestly.
Yeah.
For the first time,
hopefully it picks up though.
After being a newly minted Survivor super fan, I'm disappointed. If this would have been season 41, I wouldn't have been sold.
Do y'all think it's because of y'all know CBS did this whole diversity thing where they're trying to make the cast more diverse and do at least 50% of the cast diverse and whatever nationality. Do y'all think because of that they're heavily editing more? That's what I think.
Editing around like microaggressions
because they think
or stuff they don't understand.
or stories or things exactly that they don't agree with, or things that might be taken out of context, or yes, exactly. So I wonder because that, like in Big Brother, the way it was so heavily, and we know why it's really heavy edited this last season, but yeah, like a lot of these Black conversation, a lot of these conversations that Hispanic people have, a lot of these conversations that gay people have, lesbians, LGBTQ plus, those conversations. Why are y'all sheltering that? I want to see that.
Yeah.
And it goes back to what we say. We've said it multiple times. We're gonna say it till we blue in the face. I don't know if you can see blue on us, but till we blue in the face about how it's great. We're glad that we're seeing diversity amongst our cast. Yeah. But we need to see that behind the lens of these cameras.
We need to see it in the edit.
And see it in the edit. Because like we talked about it how they sit here and took the picture of Marianne and had her new growth all over it. Now, if there was somebody, a Black woman, somebody Black that understood it behind the camera, they were like, no. Flip the braid to the side, do something, So I just think, and again, we've said it, there's nobody behind these lenses that look like us and that can tell these stories properly, that can understand what's going on, or they're having to edit around problematic things being said or done.
And you can just tell, like, hey, ain't nobody Black in the ain't nobody saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? You can tell.
That picture came out from BB24, the production team, and we were like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't nobody lighter than a eraser. So yeah, we need y'all to do better behind the cameras as well as in the casting, because it does no good to have the diverse casting if the stories won't be told effectively and adequately.
Stop whitewashing.
Exactly that.
They whitewashing the edit.
Listen,
they trying to give us a cookie cutter edit.
Yeah.
And
you're not keeping the diverse audience that you've just gotten, recruited, or not, what word am I looking for? You just gained this new diverse audience, and the storyline isn't helping to keep them there.
And you bring so much more people.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what's going on. We legit, it is episode 3, and I still don't know what the heck is going on.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Who went home?
Hey.
Listen.
Huh?
Who went home this week?
Oh, black woman.
Oh boy, I tell you, we don't be making it past the first child. They ain't even got a fish yet, and the black people are.
You know what? I probably would have sent her home this week too, though. On the food.
No, because then I'm gonna get to it. Because since you gonna quit volunteering for these puzzles,
Listen, and I was like, "Ma'am, now you know you messed up on that puzzle last week and was on the chopping block, and you want to put yourself. I'm gonna redeem myself. I would have waited
Somebody
a
need
good
to
2,
step
3.
up and say something because.
Nah, I would have sent her behind on too. I'd be like, hey, sis, you gotta go.
You know what? The biggest move was I cracked up laughing. I said, "Oh, dude, what's the black dude's name?" I said, "Oh, he got his hair twisted before the white got his hair dreaded up before she let go."
Yeah.
Baby, he made sure he got that hair done,
freshly done, scalp and parts just as nice and neat. I said, "Okay, come here."
Somebody black said that, like, "Hey,
that was me." I said, "Come on, beauty shop." I said, "Nigga got him braided down."
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, it looked good too.
Staying all in the hair, but it looked good.
Had it together. You hear me?
He said, "All right, I'm gonna get my braid in before I send you home, sis."
Mm-hmm.
But going into we covered a good portion of it. Well, the good parts anyway. So clearly we had the react. Were you gonna say something, Kiki? Oh, okay. We had the reaction from the tribal council, and you have Dwight and Noelle. Noelle mostly feeling blindsided because she was on the outside of the vote. Dwight wasn't too happy because he was like, "Oh, Jesse, he kind of showed himself, but he was like, it don't really matter to me. But I know I gotta watch out for him." And then we move on to the Baka tribe. That's the yellow tribe, and Gatsby he wearing on down, y'all. That's Gabler. His back still hurting. Everything just falling apart on him, and he needs some WD-40 in his bones because he's
listen. The first time they go to Dern tribal council, they gonna get rid of him.
They can't though because he got an idol.
Look, well,
hey, he might mess around and not use it.
Exactly.
He might feel too safe.
That little confidence, that overconfidence and stuff will get you every time.
But
so, what?
But I'm about to get into it. Why I don't think he will, because now Ellie has been exposed. So they got her teeth. So Sammy, he was like, she overthinks, she running something. She was like, we need to get Gabler out. We need to make him think his idol don't work. So what Sammy was like, oh no, she thinks she playing somebody. So I'm gonna go tell Gabler. She was running through your bag. Her and Jenny was, but she mostly put the blame. They put all the blame on Ellie. Like she went through your bag. She wanted to make sure your idol wasn't working. So she gonna try to convince you that it's not working.
How you gonna tell me my idol don't work? See,
right?
Mind your business. How you gonna tell me?
Mind your business.
Right.
So he like, oh, what? In his confessional, that was my closest ally, and this is how she do me. That's fine, because next time we go to Tropical, Ellie, you getting out of here. So it didn't fire him up now. He fired up. Now he got some information. He know that she's trying to play him, so they were sitting down by the fire, and she's like, oh, it's just such a sad thing. Your idol doesn't work, and what are you going to do with the thing? He was like, oh, and here he go playing. Oh, yeah, I'm going to take it home as a keepsake for my daughter, give for her graduation present, and she thinks she got him. This is awesome. He don't know it's still working. He going to take it back home, and the whole time, sis, you got played real good. And so I'm
but keep in mind, people forget. The game moves so quick, and the targets move really quickly. Yeah. So it makes me wonder if they're playing that up so they can have a secondary storyline to whatever else is next coming in the next week or so. Because I don't know, the editing be telling stories that. And then we don't know where they're going, and then it still don't even make sense why they showed us certain things. Yeah. So I could see this happening with this scenario.
Because you know what? It's funny that you mentioned it because they're the only tribe we haven't seen who's anybody found that Beware Advantage thing that the other two tribes.
So almost like this was fluff for their storyline?
Potentially.
You know what I'm hating right now? Like with this idol and the Beware and all this other stuff. Mm-hmm. I wish it was different for every tribe. We're gonna have to see this for a third time, ain't we?
Yeah, we are. But
just like the storyline when they had to say that darn quote, the bees in the jungle are the such and such of the such and such.
Can we switch it up a little bit?
And everybody had a tagline to say, and they did that for 2 seasons of them doing their little tagline. So this is them trying to stay in sync again.
Wonderful people like Marianne that said it every single
baby.
week.
And they still didn't know she had one. Come on now.
And so it was just like, dang, this is tired. So I'm glad they retired that. But the beads one, it does. I like the beads one because it forces one to put their social game to test.
Yes.
Very true.
Get out of their comfort zone.
It's definitely better than do frogs fly under the roof at 1,300 hours on Fridays. Like, I do give it that.
I'm weak. So with the Coco tribe, you all, they have they're all sitting around the fire. They're like, I wonder if anybody's got the idol. They're like, have you been looking? They're like, no, I ain't been looking. Have you been looking? Everybody denying they ain't been looking. Here go Karla. This woman is hilarious. She like, all right, I see Lindsay going to go collect some wood. What's your name and call? They all out there in the ocean. This is my chance. So she take off into the woods and she's searching and she's searching. And so she finds this beware advantage. And she's like, oh my God. So she's seen the other, season 41, 42. She's like, I know it's something bad in here. And I don't want to, should I take this risk? I don't know. Should I take it? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to put it back. I'm going to put it back. So
Eric,
she put it back.
You're an actor right now.
That's how she did.
That's how she will do it too.
So she put it back. Look, she just folded back up. And she goes back and sit down next to James. And she like, okay. She getting comfortable. She's like, so James, if you were to find an advantage, and it had a beware thing on it, would you do it? And he's like, yeah, I think. She was like, look, he can't even answer first. Because I think we came here to take risks, right? Because that's what we came out here for. And he like, right. Yeah, I think you would do it too. Man couldn't even get a word out. She convinced, she wanted them people. She wanted
to convince herself. Yeah.
So she convinced herself to convince herself.
I'm cracking up though. You know how like you go to your friends and be like, yes. No, I ain't gonna text them. And be like, yeah, girl, don't text. Nah, I'm gonna text them because like I might as well. Like that's how that conversation went. Girl, you was gonna text them from the gym. Don't get the idol, girl.
So when she put it back, Twitter just like erupted because we were like, this is the first Karla made history, the first person to find an advantage and leave it.
Put it back.
Come on, first woman to do this. We call it risk adverse because she's playing it safe. She did it with the risk to vote. She was like, I'm playing it safe. I need my vote. And so this time she was like, I know I'm gonna lose something, but I ain't trying to lose nothing. So we're like, okay, risk adverse queen, smart queen. We ain't trying to lose no vote. I know that's right. And after that conversation with James, she's like, after that conversation, I knew what I had to do. I gotta take this risk for myself, no matter what the cost. And so she runs back in there, opens that thing up, and she's reading it, and she's like, oh, dang, I lost the vote. But you know what? And she said, but you know what? That's what I came here for. And so she goes, she reads it, she knows what she got to do. She got to get the beads, like last time, like with Cody. She has to collect everybody's beads. Mm-hmm. And she didn't have everybody was already on board with the hat. So she had to come up from scratch. And she was like, oh, I see. What's the name? Got a little bracelet. Can I use your bracelet? I want to put together a little something for my wife's birthday. Her wife's birthday ain't nowhere near. She already said it's months away.
That
and she's like,
funny.
I want to do a gift for my wife. And so everybody's, oh, sure. She's like, okay.
People were really buying in.
Gio, okay. Oh, yeah, sure. And then she's like, okay, I got Gio. That's one. James, do you mind? Sure, taking it. Lindsay, do you want? Oh, yeah. So she's collecting everybody, got everybody's thing. And then she get to Ryan. And she's like, Ryan, I'm trying to make this thing for my wife for her birthday. Can I get your beat? He's like, nah, I kind of already have this. She's like, but I want to, she was like, I don't want to be too shady, like, so we can do an exchange. You can take my earring and you can do this. He was like, you can take a sock. I can give you my sock. We can exchange socks.
The way I hollered when you have a sock?
He said,
I hollered, man. I don't know why that was so funny to me, but
I can't do nothing with a sock.
That was so funny to me.
She's like, well, can I just get a bead off your bracelet?
That was so funny.
And
he was serious.
He was very serious because he wanted to keep it for his girlfriend or whatever. Yeah. But he ended up giving her the bead or whatever. And so she, with ease, I said, okay, I'm sorry, I doubted you, queen. Because she was collecting beads like an offering plate at church.
He said something to dude because I think he was looking for specific colors of things. And she had a turquoise earring or something.
Yeah,
turquoise.
The earring. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, social game, that's smart. So you be listening.
Yes.
I was like, come on.
She has an idol that don't nobody know about, and I hope she don't tell a soul that she
gonna tell somebody, Lord. Please don't tell nobody.
She gonna be, the one that you know how you just it's just in you. You can't wait to tell somebody because you know you got it. she give me that because she can't
They're
hold nothing.
not.
But I hope she don't. And so that was mostly all of Coco tribe. That's the Blue tribe. That was mostly their story. Queen Karla collecting beads, okay, to get her idol, which she has. So kudos to her. Then, Ricky French. I put this in my notes. They mentioned, they're an account on Twitter. They mentioned that they were waiting for someone to use the beware advantages as a weapon against someone in their tribe. So if you want to get somebody out, make them open up the advantage to make them lose their vote. To make them lose their vote so you can get them out so they can't help themselves.
And then when they come ask you for a bead, you be like, no.
Right. You're like, nope.
I might have did that.
Yeah,
that's a risk. But I might have did that.
Yeah, because because again, them watching the past season, they know it comes with losing a vote or something.
Yeah.
So I was like,
and they can't. They can't vote until they get the beads.
And then when they would open up, they're like, now you ain't got no vote. Now we're going to get you.
Oh, man, so, that was smart. And no one did it, huh?
Dang,
nobody's done that.
Not yet. They still got what's the name tribe?
Baka.
Who left? Baka is the only one that don't have idol yet.
What's that?
That we know
NECA's tribe?
No, hers is Byyyyeee.
Oh, okay.
Baka's a yellow one.
Okay. I still don't know all these people.
So they should be finding. They should be finding the next. I remember Coco because I'm in love with the Coco.
Is that the blue tribe?
Not really, but
okay.
Yeah, that's the blue tribe.
I don't know why blue and I don't know why whatever.
What you associating with?
I don't know. But blue and Coco seems like they go together.
It do seem like they go together.
I don't even know why.
And it's the most regular name we didn't heard in a minute.
Yes. Oh, that's probably the only reason why I remember it. Because I know a couple Cocos.
Stop. I had an auntie Coco. Rest in peace.
There you go. Coco. I got a cousin Coco.
All right, cousin.
Mm-hmm.
So moving along, we have the immunity challenge, you all. And it was a 2-part type deal with a puzzle at the end. And so I'm just going to move
I'm sick of these puzzles. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
The puzzle is the equalizer.
That's true, but I want a different equalizer now.
So they had they jump off the bridge, the platform, and dive into the water, go get the buoy, release the buoy, swim to the thing, and then once the team get there, then you start working on your puzzle. Kind of monotonous. We've seen it hundreds of times now, I feel like. And so we was cracking up because at the end of the challenge, I'll get back to who won. Well, Baka won. That's Yellow Tribe. After Byyyyeee, Red Tribe.
That's right. I forgot I'd be doing that.
Byyyyeee was in the lead. And when everybody got to the puzzle,
Baka blowing a lead.
How you gonna fumble the bag like that, bruh?
Baka got the doop, finished their puzzle. Then it's neck and neck between Coco and Byyyyeee. And then I'm like, dang, they finna go back to the tribal council, ain't they? Is and did, because Coco figured it out and beat NECA and Dwight, who sent up. First of all, that's what we were talking about earlier. NECA, sweetheart, you didn't do so good on the puzzle last week.
What's old dude gangbanger? What's his name? Huh?
What's his name?
Oh, I'm muted again, Lord.
Eric, did you go mute? Billy? Jesse. Okay. Jesse didn't do too good there either on the course.
He didn't.
I mean, never in there twice. So, but
we need a leader in the group.
He was looking lost too. He was like,
he wasn't looking lost.
This ain't your specialty, baby.
This ain't your ministry. Jesse problem. He kept over here like this. What y'all doing? Looking. Get your eyes on your puzzle.
If you don't put your eyes on your paper, send you to the principal office.
No, but NECA was doing the same thing.
Yeah,
she was peeping over.
Please, she was trying to look at that puzzle, trying to see how it went. Since you should have been doing that from jump, if that's what you was gonna do. You about to lose. I'm
assuming the reason why they're doing the puzzle is because they can't swim good. Is that what
No, you just get to choose who does it.
Because I doubt did NECA and them guys know how to swim?
Well, no, everybody swam.
But everybody swam. No, everybody swam.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then people went first. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out the logic behind why they.
Well, people who say volunteer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they the ones that was like, okay, we'll do the puzzle.
Baby,
when they got into that puzzle, I would have said,
And you
But
can't tag nobody in, huh?
You sure can't. He wants you to choose.
Nope.
Then you got to choose before.
And it's just only them two.
But here's the thing: the other tribes were helping their people. They were telling them where to move pieces. Vesti's tribe wasn't helping them.
The whole tribe was puzzleless.
They were puzzled.
Listen.
I think that's the title. They were puzzled.
That's funny.
Nobody offered any insight.
Oh, for sure.
So they lost. And the funny thing that blew up on Twitter was once they got off the thing and they had to choose 3 people to go to the island or wherever to go, over across to the rocks. They were like, y'all left Noelle's leg up there on the platform. So I go back.
Listen, I was just like, what they gonna do when she got it? And when they put her in the boat, I was like, what? Yeah.
Her leg went in there. I said Jefton drove by and dropped it back off too.
Did they Uber her leg back to her?
He hopped in that boat and swung back around.
Oh, they had to, because I was like, dang, y'all ain't gonna leave my sister's leg.
Maybe
it was
for
up there.
Continuity for the shot or something. Maybe that's why. I'm just trying to think of what.
Ain't nothing, because who was gonna get it? Because it was up there.
They probably had somebody on production,
and they had production team all scattered around behind them. They could have got that girl leg.
But they left it up there for a little bit.
Like I would have swam with it. You know what I'm saying?
She can't because she needed.
No. I'm talking about if she needed to take it off. Yes, but it would have been in my hand. Because what if? So for the future,
you trying to make this girl sink?
That leg not that heavy. Is it that heavy?
I'm thinking because it got like metal and stuff.
Trees. Oh, you tried to drown her.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't think it was that heavy, but that makes sense.
The leg don't kick, baby. I don't know if it do that.
No, the leg do move when you.
But it can't. You can't swim like that because
you can't like move your ankles.
No.
Well, yeah, you can't.
She has to dive in there, and first of all she can't hold nothing because she got to go down there and release that buoy. So she can't be. She been lost her leg in the ocean.
She gonna have to multitask next week.
I'm sorry, but you're giving me a visual, and I'm not trying to laugh at no situation. But I'm just visualizing.
I don't know why I'm thinking like this is the weight equivalent. I'm thinking it's like a broom.
Like a broom, Lord.
Like a broom not that heavy, so that's what I'm thinking the weight equivalent is. I'm gonna have to Google how much a prosthetic normally weighs.
But even if it was a broom, you try swimming with a broom.
You're not controlled. I don't know, child. We need to ask somebody or do our research. Because I'm actually curious on how you swim with. That's why she took it off. She can't swim with it. Why should I? Now that I think about it, why would we research how to swim with it when obviously she couldn't swim with it?
I know she couldn't. That's why I went paying attention to the tree talking about she should have took it off and swam with it. She be with the fish just today.
Okay, so for future challenges though, if they're on the platform, because a lot of times they do start on that platform and they swim for a lot of challenges. For the next one, are they going to let her climb up and then have production put her leg at the next thing?
We're not doing this.
No, I'm serious. Because what if it's one of those ones where they have to climb? And they're like, girl, your leg over there. You left it.
She just going to climb without that leg.
Just like she did on the water platform, Trees.
Yes, Trees.
No, but she took a leg off when she got on the platform, though. She climbed the platform with her leg.
Platform.
Oh,
she climbed up herself, and then they helped pull her at the top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because she climbed up the thing out of the water.
Because you thought in the middle of the challenge they were gonna go. Somebody's gonna go up there and get her leg up off the platform, and then bring it around to her at the final platform to do what the puzzle was.
You know what? I ain't gonna hold you, Trees. I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking because they had doing all these different camera angles or whatever.
Right.
Somebody in production is sitting all around. So no, for real. And so since they're sitting around, they're on boats or whatever it is, they could have grabbed that girl leg.
Kiki said, "Y'all ain't got nothing to do. Get up, get her leg."
No, for real. Especially because everybody else was standing around watching and kind of rooting their team on with the puzzle, and she couldn't. You know what I mean? So a couple people were sitting down or whatever, but still. Mm-hmm. I thought the same thing, Tree. So you're not in left field by yourself.
I think I'm changing the title. Somebody go get her leg.
Lord have mercy.
I want to know how much that thing weighed, because I would have just been like, I would have been like,
no. Keep in mind, you got to unleash a buoy and all that kind of stuff.
I done already told her that she ain't listening.
Well, I mean, the buoy went that hard. It was like a clamp.
No, but keep in mind, swimming with only one leg, like it's hard to
To
it's
go
dive
probably
to
your
go
way
to go
harder.
in, you need
It's
a lot of
harder
Yeah, I
to
don't
go
legs.
even know
down
how to
like that.
swim, so she
Look,
already
me neither.
ooh,
While we sitting up here saying
This
she
you
already
got
above me.
think pieces, theses, and dissertations on how to swim with a prosthetic
Listen,
and can't
listen,
swim
and I can't swim to
you
save
can't swim at
nobody.
all.
Like
with both your
shoot.
legs.
But
Right.
listen,
Yeah,
shout
She
out
I
to
got
would
a
say,
her.
what's her name? What was her name?
Noelle.
Noelle. Very impressive. Like you are defying odds and everything else on this
Absolutely.
show. So shout out to you and you know you didn't let this, as we can tell by your storyline, you did not allow this to keep you from living life and
It
doing
wouldn't
what
because
you
it would
needed
have
to
it
Oh
would
do.
have kept
yeah,
me
cause
because it would have kept me.
baby,
Yeah.
she could outdo me in the show.
Yeah. No, for real.
She would have
Very, very
outdid me
impressive.
in life because I would have been done as soon as my leg was
Listen,
gone.
Mhm.
wouldn't
I
even
wouldn't have kept going.
baby, I wouldn't even apply. You better than me.
No.
No, even
No.
because she lost it back
Please.
in college, her first year of college,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and that would have been it for me.
Right.
That would have been the end of my road, my
Shout
career.
out to her.
Yeah.
She a real one.
Yep.
Is you better be out here showing these people that it don't matter.
Right.
2
Listen,
legs, 1 leg, none. You can do
Right.
it.
an
So
Olympian at that.
come on. Oh, that's what she's an Olympian.
Mm-hmm.
She did say that. She did.
I know she ran. I
Wow.
think the 100, and she broke a
Oh, that's right.
record.
Okay. Miss
In
Ma'am.
like the Special Olympic. Yep.
Yes,
Oh,
indeed.
that's right.
Mhm.
I know that's right.
I know that's right.
Them Jamaicans must have been sitting out.
Who's sitting out?
I'm just playing. You know, them Jamaicans be eating that 100, man.
They be the fastest one.
You know, they typically the fastest.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like,
She
what?
talking about
I
they
was
must have been
lost.
sitting out when she was when she
Okay.
won. She ain't got no sense.
No,
Don't
I
be
ain't got none.
discrediting. Don't be discrediting our queen.
I ain't. She done broke records that she could break. Listen, I ran 100. I'm sure she could outrun me back then. You hear me? Shoot.
I'm weak.
Back when I thought I was fast, I'm sure she would let me. Shoot. Go
Me
ahead,
too.
girl.
Go ahead, Eric. You
Right.
was finishing up your point
I'm
about.
about to go ahead, girl. My pronouns are he, him, his.
I mean, go ahead, sir.
I just want to mess with you. So we have the island. So make a long story short, Noelle, Owen, and I believe James went to the island thing to go choose a vote. And they decided to give her because she gave the story. I'm at the bottom of my tribe and I really need something. I really need something to help me because they were against me. And I don't know how everything was going to go. So they were like, okay, we'll build this trust with you. And we're going to not risk our vote. So you can risk it and you can get the reward. And she said, oh, this is the trust, you guys. So when we get to the merge, girl, how you know you're going to make it? And how you know they're going to be there?
Right.
But
she told, I'm gonna get out I'm gonna get out
I'm going to make a big move.
A big move, yeah.
And Gia, shout out to Gia, because she was like, watch Noelle talking about she gonna make a big move with this extra vote, steal a vote, and she use it and Neka go home.
Yep. Yep.
Right.
That she's talking all this only for Neka to go home. And lo and behold, Neka went home. Just to put it quickly. They all voted her out.
The jury is still out on her. I don't know about her. But she gone now, so
between Noelle or Neka, and they all decided to click her out.
And I understand Neka, right? I understand why they want to get rid of her. Why did they? Why would you don't understand why they want to get rid of Neka?
No, I said I did, but it was dumb. But go ahead, I'll talk about it. I didn't like it.
Why did they? I'm curious to know why they want to get rid of Noelle. Is it just because of her leg? Because somebody had made a comment.
Who made a comment about her leg?
No, he didn't say about her leg.
Oh.
He was saying I forgot the dude's name. He said something along the lines of about the strength and the whatever, but Noelle has proven herself that she's being able to do A, B, and C.
Yeah, so the leg was out. So he low key was he was low key dissing him, like telling on himself because like, oh, so you had these doubts that she could. I mean, I guess everybody.
Yeah,
but like he was like, if there was any doubt that she can do it, she proved today that.
I was just say, on the cool, she probably the strongest woman in the tribe, strongest woman.
But for NECA, she wanted Noelle out because it's like, well, she not a part of this 3, and I ain't sending Dwight home, so she got to
So
be the
Dwight
one.
can send me home.
All right.
True. So the way I get it, they chose NECA because she failed twice, flopped very much on the puzzle for the second week in a row. So they
I was like, baby, you need to leave these puzzles alone.
But in terms of the long-term game, I tweeted this, and a lot of people agree with it. I think that it was not the smart move to choose strength of the tribe over loyalty, because that's what the whole thing was with this tribe this time. The vote was strength versus loyalty. And time again, we've seen these last couple of seasons, people are choosing strength of the tribe over loyalty. And I need people to understand that loyalty is worth more than strength. Because one, this is not a tribe win Survivor. This is a single person win Survivor.
For sure.
And the way you get through Survivor is building bonds of loyalty, because you need somebody in there that you can completely trust, or a group of people. And so y'all had a strong three person knit group: Cody, Jesse, NECA. That is 3 people that you can solidly trust. I don't care if y'all lost the next whatever. That is power that you get to choose. Noelle this week, if we lose again, Dwight, you're out. And so we hope that we win. And even then, when it comes down to 3, well, whoever has the Cody and Jesse, I'm sure they're the ones that's gonna stick. NECA, you gone. So it's down to y'all two. Just like Dwight and not Dwight, what's that name? Shan and dude, Ricard. They were the last 2 standing for UA.
Yeah.
And they was
I'm still mad at Ricard.
He'll never live it down. If y'all gotta hang on to this last bit of this tribe like Jack and Rose did from the Titanic, y'all stick together. Okay? You hold on no matter what. Because you need that. But because y'all, unbeknownst to y'all, Noelle has a still a vote / extra vote, which I mentioned this too. Y'all need to show us the parchment paper, because I don't know if she got a still a vote and extra vote, or it's a still a vote or an extra vote, because they didn't make that clear, because she mentioned both. And so I'm like, I don't know which does she have. So they need to show us the parchment paper
and pause it.
But we know for sure she could still a vote because she mentioned doing that. But so now, although it is a 4 people in the tribe, and it's a 2-2 split. So we got Cody and Jesse tight over here, Dwight and Noelle tight over here. With her still a vote, she can take one of y'all's vote and y'all gone.
And that's it. That's a wrap.
So y'all then gave all the power to Dwight and Noelle, and unknowingly, because you chose strength of the tribe over loyalty. Whereas y'all 3 would have stuck together, her advantage would have been gone.
You talking good, Eric?
Just saying.
Yes.
I'm just saying it. So I'm interested to see if they go back to they in trouble. They in hot water. And
they need to win something. They better hope they got rid of the right person.
They did it. I don't think they did, Kiki. And
we about to find out.
Right.
Because and it's funny because how the tables turned, because from the first episode I thought Dwight was in trouble because he was on the outs.
I thought he was gonna be in trouble too.
Now he found himself connected to the most powerful player on his tribe.
Come on, Dwight. Listen.
And so
he nestled up to the right one.
And
Dwight, that's one who got dreads, right?
Yeah, he got
dreads. He got baby locks.
Yes.
Them little twisties.
Not having a vote played in his favor, because I didn't have a hand in the thing going home, and he didn't have to choose a side. So everybody Jesse still trusts him. And it's funny because they got an island marriage, and he's talking about, Jesse, whatever he said, we still together, but he's sleeping on the couch in this marriage because
cracking up.
So it's gonna be interesting because he's in a really great position in his tribe. So I'm excited to see what happens with that. And that's pretty much all I have for you. And the previews weren't really revealing much.
Okay, I was just about to ask, were there any previews?
Apparently, Jeff said there's a twist where they get to steal from another tribe get to steal from each other or another tribe. And it's causing all types of pandemonium and chaos and distrust and fighting.
They gotta start getting good next week. Child.
Have they ever done it where shout out to Jamia, we need Jamia right here. But have they ever done it where you could steal a person off a tribe? Like you vote.
Still a tribe.
And trade. Like everybody vote for somebody to leave, or they vote to add somebody.
Tribe swap.
You know what? They vote to steal somebody from a tribe, but little do they know somebody's taking one from their tribe.
There was something
that would be interesting.
I'm trying to remember.
And they'd be
Maybe
like,
there's something
"You won."
similar to that.
Like if somebody won, say they won the immunity challenge, and be like, and then they go just show up on the little boat and be like, since you guys won, you're gonna get an extra perk, and you get still somebody. But little they know, every tribe is
No,
taking
there was
somebody.
situations where
That'd be
people from
dope.
other tribes went to the other tribes and spent the whole day with them. I do remember seeing something like that,
Mm,
and they're getting information. They're
getting some tea.
yeah, tea and everything else. And so
Okay.
it eventually starts to impact the rest of the game. I don't remember what season it was, but it
Mm.
was where they had to go to the other people's tribe.
Well,
Like they
this is
pick a person to go to the other tribe or whatever it is, but it wasn't a permanent stay.
well,
that I
this is why
recall.
they need to bring back the tribe swap, like they were doing in the old season, where they would just mix up, draw the bags, and they mix up the team.
Yeah,
They need to go back to that.
they
Yeah.
didn't do that last season here, huh?
Last 3 seasons, 2 seasons,
Really?
they haven't done tribe swaps. You know we ain't
I
done
know
no
they
tribe swap.
combine.
What else? Everybody do that at the merge, but I'm talking about how they
Yeah.
do tribe swap then merge.
Huh. Yeah, I guess my mind is on the older show. I didn't.
That's what I'm saying. The older
remember.
ones, like they
Okay.
would.
I didn't recall that they weren't even doing them now. Go on, Kiana, pay attention.
Because they're doing these 3 tribe things. That's why.
Yeah.
And so there's whatever, but I think they need to start mixing that up. That's for next season. We need to go about episode 3, 4. Yeah, let's swap these tribes out and break up the monotony in these tribes and see how people fare with these having to make new bonds or whatever.
Yes.
So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for Survivor recap.
All right. Audience, okay. Quick little message here for our people who are listening on Spotify, Apple Podcast, wherever you listen to your podcast. Please, right now, go on YouTube, search for Who All Gonna Be There. I need you to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell so that you will know when these episodes are dropping. We're going to have times where we're going to be going live and everything else. So we want you to be in tune with that, and so that you can see us. You know what I'm saying? You can
I'm
watch
looking at
us
me and Eric going.
You can watch us
Eric
on
like,
YouTube. You can interact with us on YouTube. We're really trying to build up our followers on that platform, because we want to start releasing exclusive things for you all there. Thank you all for listening and tuning in. You're allowing our rankings to go up in different countries and here in the United States.
Absolutely.
And we are, it feels good to see that you all are engaged with us.
And
so
stand with us. Because it's a testament. Stand up. Stand up. Okay. So we really do appreciate you. I'm trying to find a little message that I have with the few companies, Lord, countries. To shout out really quickly, because we need y'all to know Peru. Shout out to Peru in the building.
Come on here, Peru.
Hungry, you way over there. Come on, you out there. And of course, Canada, our beloved Canada. We appreciate you. And then a few weeks ago, I saw India on our charts. Come on, India! Shout out to our India brothers and sisters, and
the overseas fans. Bahamas been rocking with us for a minute. I don't know who's in the Bahamas, but Bahamas been rocking with us from jump.
Yeah, they have.
Absolutely. So we appreciate you, truly do. And as I go stream my everything by my brother Isabel.
Yes.
Don't know if my listeners, you can't see it, but our viewers,
it's amazing.
I can't even put it on the screen, but y'all know my everything by Evian. Go.
Yes, indeed. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.